Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Inn of Planar Crossroads. Yes, we do not have our full group today, and that is because Alex thought school was more important or something.
He thought wrong.
But we are going to have a one-shot today, and this one-shot, unfortunately, isn't live. Sorry, guys. I haven't really tweaked that very well on my end. I take full blame because Alex is usually the one that is handling all that, at least the live. I just GM. But this time we will be able to get it up for you guys. I've got recordings going on both sides, so hopefully we'll get them to combine and then get the sound and all that working out just fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what we're doing today. So for those of you that are watching, you guys are going to get to see the title, which is ostensibly at this point, Dude, Where's My Toffee? Because this is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a culinary themed one shot where we are going to be enjoying a bit of a story, and I'm not sure if this is going to actually be canon for the 9 guilds. The characters will probably still exist in that world, but I'm not sure that this particular experience will exist in that world. Some kind of alternate dimension, maybe. But we'll find out. We'll see how crazy it gets. Let's go ahead and have everybody introduced what they're playing. So we'll start with Colin. What are you playing, Colin?
I am playing the Gnome Hunter Cookie von Yumyums the Fifth.
And his companion?
PB Scotchie.
PB Scotchie. Who is a squirrel. A rather large squirrel. And okay. So Greg, what are you playing?
You're muted before you start. Oh, I think he's on a phone call.
Oh, no phones at the table. All right. Well, we will go on to Mal then. Mal, what you playing?
Also known as Luciano Cucciano. I was the most famous chef in all of the land. And then I did one little nutmess. I threw an uncooked fish at a critic's head. They slap it in his face and they kicked me out of my own restaurant. Otherwise, I'm just a disgraced chef with a love of fish, and he's got a big old cleaver, and he's certainly not thematically based on anything. But I
threw a jug of fish at a Jedi's head.
He's gonna kill the cuisine.
All right.
It's an intense rivalry with any other chef wearing a white fluffy hat.
They take away my orphan slave boy.
Okay. So that means that we'll go ahead and introduce. I don't think Greg's off the phone yet, so we'll go ahead and introduce the villain. That's right. One of the PCs is going to play the villain in the encounter, and as they encounter him through the different one shot, and that will be Kane. Kane, just give us an understanding of the basics of your person, so we don't have a whole bunch of uber reveals up front.
All right, I had to work. I worked on my Gargamel voice specifically for this. Yes, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gaston. And I am a preeminent figure in the culinary community.
Okie dokie.
Sure how much else I can tell you right now without giving away all the good bits.
Definitely villainous, I'm sure. All right. You guys
What
are enemies.
was Gargamel's cat's name?
Don't
worry about it. I'll look it up. I just figured out what I'm naming the golem.
Yes, there will be a calzone or commodity or whatever golem in here somewhere. Okay. So where this is taking place is we decided that everybody's going to be part, kind of loosely fitting in with the guild itself, members of Breeze Home, which for those that don't quite remember, it is the one that started off of trade caravans and things like that of the halflings, and eventually it branched out into becoming powerful enough to be its own guild within the 9 Guilds Kingdom. And they just recently started having meetings specifically on a regular basis at Norton's Way, which is where we have everybody kind of positioned at the moment. And yep, right there. And it is in the highlands of Norton's Way, so the land kind of slopes up, and they've got these nice small hills. Nothing too crazy, nothing too high, but enough to give that windy feel with the roads running between the hills and in the dales and stuff. And is in on the outskirts of Norton's Way is where they have their establishments. The Norton's Way is a really big trade place, so they've had plenty of success and are currently level, I think we said 8. So they've had plenty of time to accrue some gold and some abilities, but also they've gained some rivalries. Our PCs have been called in by the guild because they had received a kind of summons. Someone asked for them specifically. The person that asked for them specifically was a hooded figure, that stereotypical mage-looking person with the hood over his face and the beard and stuff like that. Seemed nice enough, spoke very briefly, and we're going to pick up right outside the doors of the guild. And the Norton Way Guild house is mainly just a two-story above ground building with the lower portion with 2 or 3 stories underground. And it fits well within Norton Way's architecture, which tends to be a bit of European, but they've got some aspects of some more nomadic portions, maybe something similar to a Mongol influence, because they still keep lots of tabards. There's lots of where on the outskirts there's specific areas where tents can come in for the different caravans, and all of the decorational influences are very, for lack of a better word, gypsy-esque. The carvings around the doors, some of the doors themselves are rounded, and the wagon wheel features heavily in a lot of the different architecture bits, and the guild house reflects that. So let me see. You guys have been sent by this. Your goal, according to what the guild has told y'all, is that you are to track down the perpetrator who has stolen the magical bag that this person that has hired you wants you to procure for them, to return to its rightful owner. It is not his bag, it is his friend's bag that he's commissioning to be returned, because the bag was a gift from him to his friend, and he does not like that it has been taken, but he does not want to intervene himself to cause any kind of mix-up with either his friend or the individual that has taken it, or different things like that.
Are we allowed to look at the bag?
Something like that. You guys will have a chance.
But were
Maybe.
you holding it for your friend, or was your friend holding it for you, or?
So you're
Speaking
wanting to
of
try and talk
secret
to this
bag.
person?
What are you, a cop?
He is coming
I'm
out.
looking to see if there's any good shit. I need to try a few things. By the way, if you
So-
were holding for your friend, I have a few things for sale. Come meet us over at the Bacon Wagon. Bakemobile.
I think he's a
Dang.
The
narc.
Batemobile. So he is legitimately coming out of the guild house, saying goodbye to the guild leader and leaving, if you do want to ask him any further questions. Otherwise, he's going to go on. So if you do have some questions for him, now is the time.
Excuse me, bro. Hi.
Yes.
Um,
May I help you?
Were you just in there talking to? Are you part of the guild?
No, I am the one employing you to find something that find a gift I had given my friend that was stolen.
Oh, beautiful, 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 man. Okay. Can we ask you a few questions like how to identify this, or is there anything in there we should be not looking at, or?
I would suggest not looking in the bag. There are
Okay.
many things to help you distinguish it from others. For example, the bag seems to be a rather nice, soft leather, and there are blue runes on the outside. Please do not tamper with the runes, as they will definitely react to such prodding.
Like how?
Depending on how aggressively you persist, they could, shall we say, melt your face off.
Oh. While we're having this conversation, I'm pulling out a nougat and nibbling on the nougat. It's a
Okay.
nougat of detect thoughts.
Oh, this will be interesting. Okay, this will be interesting.
So while we're talking, I'm trying to gain information off of this guy.
I'll just think you have the monkey.
Okay. So, here's what happens when you try and read this person's mind. This person looks at you and he says, "Oh, hello," but his lips don't move. And as you are held spellbound by that moment, all of a sudden you feel an expanse of universes open up in your head. Thoughts from all different sides, like loud voices, echo through your brain. And you need to make me a will save.
It's a real good nougat.
Does I have to do a will save? Does he have to do a will save, or no?
We call it nebulous nougat.
Yeah. Kane knows whose mind you just tried to read, but yeah.
Okay, so let me pull up my character sheet here.
Lord Sandwich himself.
As they do say in the culinary community, you're done fucked up.
Okay, so that would be a total of 14.
You fail that save, and you are unconscious for an hour.
You chew on your nougat and then you just keel over.
And you just sort of watch him as he sort of falls like flat back. It's not far fall for him, but it's still.
You and the man said, the the individual says, "Oh, that must have been a very strong nougat. Are there any more questions?"
It's like he's a special.
Did he say where the bag was lost?
It was lost between here and Bridgeway.
Track it, we
Looking at the
will.
map. He does kind of insinuate that he doesn't think it's left Norton's Way, as he himself has scoured the road leading south.
Oh, so it went to Norton's Way. Sorry, my internet was cutting out for that.
Right. The person carrying it was headed towards Norton's Way from Bridgeway, and was almost there, and he lost it. And that's kind of the most details you get, as this gentleman saying that it's kind of secondhand information for you guys. But basically, the bag was coming from Bridgeway to Norton's Way in hand with the person that lost it. This is the friend that gave them the bag and wants it returned to the rightful owner.
I'm hoping it has some special seasoning in it, like a Mrs. Dash. I'm gonna one-hand pick up Slyde and pop him over my shoulder. We're gonna say, "Let's go." We're gonna ride on back out the door.
One hand pick up.
He's picking up the unconscious stoner bro.
Okay.
This Furfnelpin alchemist, yes.
Oh, he's a Smurf Neblin?
Yes.
No wonder he looks so creepy.
Which actually that brings a good, interesting question. Was it a spell effect that caused me to go unconscious?
It was a lot of things that caused you to go unconscious.
Okay, no, I'm just curious because of spell resistance as part of the race is all.
Yeah, you wouldn't have. Yeah, it overcame that.
I'm good with it.
No worries.
He may be a stoner bro, but he's smart, so this is good.
Southwards we shall go. We must find the bag of secret spice.
All right.
Just don't look in it. It'll melt your face off. Remember.
The spice expands consciousness.
Over the cumin. Just getting a bag of cumin.
Who knows?
I thought it was allspice.
Or Old Spice.
Nutmeg.
Okay, we have to let him continue.
Okay. So you guys are walking along. You're coming out and passing the front of the. Passing the front of the guild house, just getting outside of your view, heading towards the south a little bit. Not far from where your guys' shops would be is this person's shop, and this person is Kane. So, or Gaston.
My name is Gaston, yes.
So Gaston, you've been busy this morning trying to figure out that particular problem that you have.
Yes, there's always so much work to do.
Yes. And you haven't had anybody nosing about just yet. But you don't know. And you don't even, you're so busy in thought, you don't even catch them in your eyes as you are going along. Where might Gaston be headed to at this hour in the morning?
That early in the morning, he's probably picking up more ingredients. He might even
The
be
freshest
headed back.
ingredients are available.
I needed more limestone and sodium nitrate.
Can I roll a perception?
I swear.
I roll a perception to smell the gathered ingredients of a rival cook nearby.
Sure.
And sugar.
Do you have the
Like
sensibility?
7 bags of sugar.
I was just gonna roll perception to go.
Okay,
Rather
you can try it.
Modified 17 to smell out a rival cook.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit of a bonus for you guys being cooks and ingredients being your thing. So what is one ingredient that he might smell you carrying, Kane?
You know that sickly sweet molasses smell you get off really fresh brown sugar?
Or diabetics?
Or alcoholics who drink too much rum.
Okay.
Oh no. You're not just any chef. Pastry chef. Cucciano hates pastry chefs.
Why?
But he's partnered with 2 of them.
And he hates
He's around 2 of them, okay? He's a strict entree guy, all right? But in either case, his little beady eyes are going to go left. They're going to go right. He's going to go, I smell something foul.
The Jedi.
Spot me Gaston and see him gathering his ingredients.
Yeah, he's just piling
Yeah.
bags and bags of things into this probably overbuilt wooden wheelbarrow.
Bags and bags, hey?
Bags and
Perhaps
bags.
missing bags.
Well, as Mr. Sniffer catches the wind of that, you guys can look around as well, and you can easily see what he's seeing. It is your rival, one of them. I'm sure you guys have made plenty.
Except for the unconscious guy.
He's unconscious for like an hour.
Gaston. Makes me so mad.
Well, yeah. Do I know them? Do they know me? Do we know each other?
Yeah, you guys don't like each other.
We crossed that. I told you if I ever gonna see you again, I'm gonna chop your half back.
It's those guys. I don't like them.
I am going to crush your shell like a crab and put you in puff pastry. And then cover you with a garlic sauce.
Once I see him, I just start doing this thing. That means we're about to go at it as chefs.
It's kind of like when you're sharpening the knife as a chef.
No, Gaston does not have time for this. I'm going to pick up my wheelbarrow and I'm going to go home.
Why are you in such a hurry, Gaston?
I have many work to do, unlike some people.
Setting up a happy new business in my happy little town, I see.
Yes.
Oh. Has it going well?
Yes.
Many spices in many different bags, I see.
Not well. Yes.
Sugar, flour, the secret.
I see you have a firm understanding of kitchen basics.
You know I do. I'm gonna be watching you.
Well, I have to say this has been a thoroughly stimulating conversation.
I'm gonna backpedal. I'm not gonna break eye contact. Knock over a barrel.
He snaps as he backs up, you know.
Surgical, medical, surgical, medical, surgical, medical.
He's gonna break
Well,
down into a
least
West
I agree.
Side Story dance battle. Is that what happens at the
sign up for-
hospital, Greg? Do they surgical and medical have like a little?
That's a reference to an old Scrubs episode.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, I'm telling you, that Gaston, he's no good. I saw him looking at PB and licking his lips.
Would make delicious candied squirrel. He says to himself, no one in particular, on his way back to his house.
Just muttering about how delicious your squirrel look.
It's a big squirrel. All right. So how would you like
That squirrel
to begin?
is so fat, I could make like 2 dozen tarts just for one squirrel.
So, how would you like to start your official part of the investigation, aside from harassing your rival?
I thought that was the investigation.
Who did nothing to you?
So we have to go get the actual listing still, right?
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
get the information that. Pardon?
Pretty much. You guys have the official. You've been handed the official information as you walked out. So, is there anything else you want to do?
The
Aside
only
from
crime I am
harassing.
guilty of is success.
This is on YouTube because I'm unconscious. Like,
That's a very good point. I've been waiting for someone only the two of us, and my intelligence reflects the ideas I'm having right now, and there's few other than we should stalk Gaston so he can never upstage me again with his culinary expertise.
So we're looking for some sort of magic bag, yeah?
Yes, and whoever took it.
Somebody
Yeah,
took him.
So apparently if this thing can melt faces, it's got to be something pretty potent. So I think I'm going to throw a detect magic out there, see what I can find.
But a strong spice.
All right. So you throw detect magic out, just starting where you are.
You said it was lost somewhere near the southern entrance to Norton's Way, right?
Well, the person was coming from the south to the north, so into Norton's Way. So it's assumed that it's kind of stayed in that. Norton's Way is it's one of those towns that's very wide. It's not very vertical. So that's saying South Norton's Way is like saying, oh, well, that's a
Welcome to my land.
good deal of town.
Okay,
You
so
guys could look around in there, however you want to do.
look on the main road to start with. The southern part of the main road, right where, sort of at the edge of the border.
Okay, you want to start at the border of Norton's Way and work your way up, is what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay. So it takes about walking by foot, having to carry around the stoner passed out.
they do have the Bakemobile.
My defense, I'm
You do
strong
have
as
a
hell. I'm pulling the Bakemobile.
The two horses that I purchased for the Bakemobile are looking at you going, to the hell?
Yeah, it's the Bakemobile. It's like Wreck-It Ralph and the Candy Kingdom thing, It's got pastry wheels and toffee
That's
top.
exactly what it was.
It's like that. It's like that. It's all decked out like that.
Awesome.
So you guys make it to the border instead in probably 20 minutes instead of 30 or 40. And that's how wide you guys were, almost in the center of Norton's Way, and it took that long to get to the edge of Norton's Way using the clearest main road. So it's pretty flat and open, but lots of different things right in there. You get down there and you start pinging, I guess is what you're saying.
Yeah, looking for something particular.
Something particularly magical. So you turn back towards town and you get plenty of pings. Norton's Way is a fairly traveled place. I mean, it is a place to stop when people are when caravans are going back and forth, and it's right there on a river. So you're looking at probably a good 100 people pass you in a few minutes, just going back and forth into Norton's Way. You get pings off of some of them, nothing really super powerful. You get a right here, not as much as you would want, as you would expect from a bag of the magical kind that you're talking about. You can journey closer into town, or go a little bit farther out. It's up to you. Up to y'all. And how long would you like to do this?
The idea was just to do sort of a quick look through and sort of travel upwards as we look. That was my idea, anyways. I don't know.
Okay, that is doable.
And I don't know what our local chef thinks. Our non-pastry chef, our sous chef, if you will.
I'm still here, and I'm also staying here, so we're cool. But what? Just all the people are walking by, and you were pinging, and you caught a whip.
Nope. The plan was
just
nothing.
The plan was to go up.
Now, did he say he was coming into the town?
Yes, he was
That was
headed
my
towards
guy, right?
Norton. He was headed towards Norton.
right? Okay.
And if there's so many people going in, I don't think we can get tracks unless, I wonder if that one guy had a particular smell to him that PB might be able to track.
The person that had the bag to start with?
Yeah, I don't have any ranks in it though, so it won't be much. Not for PB.
No. You can try and get a hold of the person that you guys talked to, or talk with the guildmaster about getting that person to see if he has something of the individuals.
The Cooch is still fuming about seeing Gaston. And you know what? How long has it been since that little ordeal? We've been walking around through town like half an hour or so.
Yeah, you had to go half an hour to get down there. Guys have been searching for probably, I don't know, 10 minutes.
This is about a solid 40. I'm wondering if I should dunk Slyde's head in a nearby, if there's some kind of apple water barrel or something that I could resin so I can get another ally in my can you believe Gaston encroaching in our territory, opening a new eatery, a cafe, if you will, of ill intent.
You can try dunking him if you want to.
Well, now it sounds like a bad idea.
Wow.
I'm gonna find the nearest source of liquid that isn't down, and I'm gonna dunk his head in it.
All right.
Skabloosh.
And then you pull him back up. You pull him back up. He's still unconscious.
Limper than last year's cat. All right. Well, because I'll keep carrying him around as he comes down off his ridiculous.
Gaston.
Supposed to find a suspicious bag.
I got an idea.
Go around, ask if they have seen a bag.
What about animals? Any sort of local, I guess, dogs or something that would be in the area.
I mean, if you're looking for local talent to try and find something by scent, is that
Oh.
kind of your...
No, I was going to talk to him. I have speak with animals. See if I could get tips.
Oh, talk with the dogs?
Gnomes.
Oh, there's lots of dogs around.
You delightful little candy man.
I will ask them if they saw a bag by that sort of description with the blue ribbons. Or blue runes, sorry.
I'm
They look
colorblind.
at each other and they say, "What's blue?"
Huh?
Glowing runes.
They look at each other. Look you up and down. Don't know you. Yeah, we don't know you. Don't know you. Who are you?
Does it matter who I am? I have treats.
Treats, treats, treats. They start hopping. Treats, treats, treats. Where treats? Treats, treats. Where treats? Treats, treats. Throw the treat. 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 Throw the treat.
From my bag, I will pull out a cookie, not one of the Scotchies, but one of the other ones. Break it in half.
PB does not look pleased.
And I will pull out a Scotchie, give it to her.
She seems satiated. She seems satisfied, but eyes you warily.
And we'll put the other 2 bits towards for the dogs to go chase.
Treats, treats, treats. They say because they're running over and getting treats, 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 treats. They come back. Throw the treat. Throw the treat. Throw the treat. Throw the treat.
I can give you more, but only if you can tell me where the glowing blue, not blue, just glowing bag.
Going back. They pace at each other. Did you see where it went? No, I don't know where no bag went. What do you? Where's bag? Where's bag? Oh, I know where bag is. I know where bag is. One says.
Where was it? Can you take me there?
Yep. But it's a tree. It's a tree.
You got to take me there first, and I'll pull one out, have it ready, and have another one ready for Scotchie.
Okay, and he darts off up the street.
I've just been sitting here watching him wumble and wand with a couple of stray dogs before one of them runs off. You were
Yeah, he was
expecting to go after it?
They know where something is.
He's going to come, but he's going to complain about the intellectual capacities of the dog.
Alrighty.
Oh, I should have done that.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Yeah, when you look up dog voices, it's only then that you realize that Astro and Scooby-Doo had basically the same voice.
Damn Hanna-Barbera and their voice talent.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. All right. So he runs and runs and runs and runs. He's heading back towards almost. He gets about halfway back to the center of town, and he takes a straight left. You continue to follow.
Of course, it's our only lead.
All right. Make me a. You guys can just make me a general check to see if you can kind of keep track with him. You can add your
what
perception
check?
if you would. You can make a basic perception, or you can add your survival, whichever is higher. You probably will be perception, but
Should I
honestly,
become
it's
to
survival
consciousness
for
yet?
me.
you're going to come to consciousness about when they get to where they're going.
Ooh, 29. I am on that dog.
Whoa! You're so close to that dog. I mean, it's getting pretty personal.
I got a
All right.
perception of 3.
Yes.
All right. Well, thankfully, one of you is really close to that dog, so the other one that's carrying him is like, and you can still kind of keep track. You're actually seeing more of the squirrel's tail than the little bearded gnome that's running along behind.
Through the red cloud and the
So-
image of Gaston's little smiling face that I'm just...
I hate Gaston.
It's the clear of people.
Okay. So, yep. You guys make it there, and Greg, your character wakes up to kind of look around and see that the dog has led Cookie to a handbag store with multicolored purses and stuff like that, and it's got letters on the side that says hooch and stuff like that, all on the side.
This is what I thought was going to happen. You cannot expect a dog.
And the
Talk
dog
to a dog. It's still dumb.
and the dogs are saying treats, see, bags, treats,
Hey,
pretty
look,
bags,
yeah.
treats, glow when the sun's hitting them, see, treats.
Glow when the sun's hitting them.
You gotta feed them now. As you a liar.
So I'm going to give Cookie her cookie, and I'm going to give them their treats and thank them and sort of dismiss them.
They're like, more bags, find more bags, yeah, find more bags.
No, but thank you. Wasn't what we were looking for.
Treats, more treats.
You can't just say go away.
Sniff at your feet.
There to them now. You fed them.
Go lay down.
What? Treats. They look at you. Treats.
I'm gonna go into the bag store. Under the assumption that somebody in there knows a thing or two about bags.
Okay.
I guess I'm coming to consciousness here, right?
I was gonna say
Yeah, you
I
kinda
walk in there with
head.
you and sit you in a chair. Just like
Yeah, you kind of bumps your head on the door on the way in, kind of shuts on your head for a second.
Oh, that was okay. All right. I'm actually going to do a knowledge check to see what actually just happened to me.
Okay.
Would that be Arcana? Would that be?
It would be, you could do an Arcana. That would probably be the most appropriate.
Okay. So that would be a 22.
22.
Yep.
You're not sure exactly what that was, but it was powerful and it was probably magic. It's probably the most powerful magic you've ever experienced. And you said 22?
Yep.
It was nowhere near the depths of the power of that individual, you can tell.
You know, I'll look for this bag because the bag kind of sounds fun, but he could probably get it without us.
Oh, you're awake.
That was a trip.
Yeah.
That's some good nougat.
No, it worked. It worked. But the guy, he
guy?
no, he spoke to me in my head.
You're like a half-burnt twig. I just take it out of the fireplace, throw it in the bush, burn the whole forest down with your head. Come on.
No, I'm. How long have we known each other?
We gotta find a bag, Slyde.
So we can find the bag. I am simply saying the fucker could do it himself.
His French accent starting to come out.
It's getting a little Quebecois.
Ah. Double park, 2 times twice.
There's a Freudian slip going in there.
Like, dude, it's like amazing. Like, seriously. Sorry, I'm just gonna go full on Shaggy. Come on, Scoob. Like, seriously, here we have a problem. The guy can do it himself.
Go to the nearest bag clerk of this bag store.
Okay.
This bag.
Stoner Shaggy keeps wailing on about how this dude could do it himself.
The Cthulian being that freaking offered us a job.
All
Who
right.
manages this fine baggery?
Fine is a little bit of a stretch, as this is probably not the most legitimate of businesses. The bags as you look around a bit, the bags definitely are bags, but the Hooch name is like a brand, what we call brand name, super expensive.
It's like
This isn't the type. This isn't the part.
Yeah, Hoochie Vuitton,
Yeah.
man.
This establishment is more on the pawn shop side of things than it is upscale bags kind of thing.
Oh wow, a real
And,
fossil.
So you see that there's this guy at the counter coming back around to the counter and welcome. Come on in. Let's find you what you need. What do you
That's
come into
my
my
guy.
fine establishment for? Well, do I know you?
No, but you're gonna know me pretty soon.
He
I'm
kinda
looking for a
takes a step. Okay. We got lots of good bags.
A really specific bag.
Specific, yeah.
Like the ocean.
Very specific bag.
Okay.
You might know the guy who bought it. He's really creepy.
Mega creepy.
Mind
Here's the-
powers.
Bring like a mat to trap.
Nah, I don't know anything about that.
It's a bag that's got like these glowing runes. They're blue.
It's like a glowing
Sense
metal
motive.
bag.
Sense motive.
Okay.
Am I here or am I still with the dogs? Trying to.
Unless you came inside and like shut the door behind you.
Yeah, that works.
The dogs don't want to really let you go, but they'll stay outside because they know if they come in, they'll get hit with the broom. So
Okay.
So I ended up with 16 on that one.
okay.
Let's see how this goes. Same.
That's peanut butter.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, mine's a little. Hey.
There you go. Is Luciano going to give us a
Luciano got a 2. Really
Luciano's like he doesn't know anything. And then
seems like a straight narrow kind of guy.
You seem inclined to believe that he's like, he doesn't really know anything. Except that Cookie, you kind of see like a drop of sweat come down a little bit.
Yo. Got the nougat.
The nougat.
The
get some nougat, or did you purchase a nougat, or what?
No, I'm asking him if he has some more.
Actually, yes. Gonna get another nougat. Detect thoughts.
Okay.
It's the best
thoughts.
archetype ever.
Black eye.
Well, you gaze into his mind for a moment, and suddenly it expands. No.
You're unconscious for another hour. 4.
Gotta stop me.
All right. So
Every NPC in this town is way higher level than you.
Sorry, way more intelligent than I am? Is that what it was? That's saying something.
So when you detect his thoughts, you get the thought of, I knew I shouldn't have looked at that bag for him. It's way too powerful. All right, yeah, just gotta get rid of these guys. But I don't know anything, guys. I just sell some bags that I get on the pond.
I'm going to take out one of my flasks of alchemical fire. Now, my friend, wow, I slipped into Joker there for a second there.
You're about to go full sociopath on this guy.
I really was. Now, my friend, let's see what you have to say when your entire shop's on fire. No.
This is what happens when you run too many one-shots. We can't hold a voice.
Excuse me, I am a GM.
You know
I have
exactly
to do
what
all
we're
the
talking
time.
about, man. You just thought about the bag. Huh? If you don't tell us, your body is going to be found burnt to a crisp with these bags. You know what this shit is, right?
Does he know what that is? I guess so. Yeah. Listen. There's intimidation check.
What's your alignment?
Chaotic neutral.
You sure it's not neutral evil?
There's a part of it that was actually planning on potentially going neutral evil.
I got it at 24 intimidation. And I'm gonna come out back.
Phoebe's gonna jump in on that herself.
Come try the new meat pie. It's only 20% human now. That's 20% less human than 3 months ago.
Come try our gelatin. Only human bones.
You think I have not tasted a man fresh before?
I'm starting to think that I'm the bad guy less and less.
So that was 16 for me. And then I'm
16
getting
for
help.
you.
Is that what's going on?
Oh.
Yeah, apparently. How much help?
Yeah, I've rolled a 15. I have an intimidative +1 after my -2 to charisma.
I got a modified 24 to the intimidate. I'm a barbarian. It's kind of the only useful skill I'll have. Maybe climb.
And then you said PB and Cookie are getting in on this too, or
Nah.
or no?
I was going to say
Okay.
PB would, but I forgot I changed her skills up before we started.
Yeah, she's too fat to intimidate. She couldn't run fast enough, I mean, she'd roll there.
Bowl them over.
No, Diabito, roll back to the kitchen.
Come have a more of the spaghetti and the pie.
All right. So You weren't particularly intimidating, but you feel this presence come up behind you, and you see the guy's eyes get wide, and his pants just get a little wet. guys, there's no real reason for that kind of. What do you want to know?
Was it a bag man?
No, I just looked at the bag, okay? I just looked at it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was his or not. It's just a baker, man. It's just the baker from down on South Side.
Give us a name. God damn it, I was going Joker again. Give us a name.
Man.
Man.
Man. God damn it.
My heart began.
Give us a name, man.
Okay. I don't know his name. He's just that baker down on South Side. He always makes those sweet confectionery candy things, whatever they are.
I know it is a bag.
No, I'm just going to knowledge local, or are we just going to jump straight to it's Gaston?
I can
Well, you guys probably would.
See if I can smell brown sugar has been here recently.
Perception. Okay, go ahead, see what happens.
I'm doing a knowledge local while he's doing this.
Okay. You know what? I'll throw you a bone here. Gaston always smells like brown sugar.
I got a modified 14 for traces of brown sugar.
And I got a modified 21 for knowledge local.
As the sweet scent of brown sugar hits your nostrils, the stoner beside you goes. You guys turn to each other simultaneously and go, Gaston.
The bastard! Man!
You call me the Gastard?
The bastard.
Yes.
The sugary bastard.
Here's that son. No one begs it.
Quickly! To the bake mobile!
Yeah. There you go.
Barrel.
We cut away. It's all. Oh, I forgot to do the sound for this one. Oh well, I'll do it when you guys start fighting. You guys went out to the bake mobile, and you whoosh, crack the whip. It's taking you a good, probably half a day, fiddling around, going up and down, and intimidating people. So, yeah, you guys make it down to. You guys.
The entire
And-
ride down to town, I'm just screaming out the back, Gaston!
No one bakes less Gaston, no one crepes less Gaston.
I'm gonna make
No
another
effort is what counts.
All right. So here's what we'll do. Gaston, you're working in your bakery, and you have made your preparations for the day. Business is starting to flow in. You're taking into a lull now. The lull just before, we'll say it's the lull just after lunch. We'll give them that amount of time of looking around and stuff. And as you're wiping your table, you hear Gaston. Okay. Gaston.
Who is yelling my name?
In the distance.
Gaston. It seems to be coming closer.
Sorry.
Mother?
And
There's no
behind it,
answer
you
to
hear the
mother.
little musical mechanism for the wagon. La 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 la.
So, like, imagine like a bloody flashback of this critic being like, your food, it's terrible. I don't understand how you feed this to people. But Gaston, You are a marvel, Gaston. And I'm in the corner like, oh, bruh.
Gaston beat him in a culinary competition that ruined his restaurant.
I immediately got levels in Barbarian.
All right. Well, Gaston, you hear that noise coming towards you. Subtlety does not seem to be a character trait of Mal's characters.
No, that's I've come to know that many years.
I'm gonna find the bag and I'm gonna break your legs.
I lock the front door.
Okay. You lock the front door, and we'll see where you go in just a minute, because we'll go to just outside your shop right now. All right. And you guys can now see a fuzzy road. Didn't size up good. Well, on some grass, I believe.
But there.
White square. Yeah. All right. So let's get you guys set up. Get your characters in here. Gaston. And I probably have to give somebody control of that one, because roll 20. So let's get all of that taken care of.
I might need to crop my face or something.
Controlled by
Gaston.
Just losing his mind. Screaming bloody murder.
Can you control that one, Gaston?
Yes.
All right, put him where he is then. And I'll get these guys out here, and you guys can tell me if you can control them.
Oh man, there was a token here for Swedish Chef, but he was.
Everyone in there's actually no, that actually works perfectly. Never mind, we're good. Yeah, the Swedish Chef. That was that or Anton King was gonna be my guy.
All right.
It's the rage well though.
So is that little red box the door?
The little red box is the door, yes. I will get the...
Yeah, it was supposed to be an
ready?
awning before I realized that Roll20 doesn't have a fill tool.
Yeah. It'd be nice if they had more basic paint features.
Mm-hmm.
Get on that, Roll20. I think everybody's about ready. So I'll just open this black stuff here. This black mark that's shaded, like shaded, is a hill. Because like I said, this is a hilly portion. This is on the south portion of town, which by reputation is a bit poorer, but but y'all's shops as well, two of y'all's shop and somebody's bake wagon is have been popular and have gotten a bit more of a respectability to downtown, to south town, but so has Gaston's. So this is a more upper class establishment.
Cook a fish for the hobbit.
All right, you park the bake mobile just outside. Gaston, you've been hearing them coming, and yeah. What do you guys do aside from yelling Gaston?
Well,
I'm going to take a look around and actually look at the place to see if it looks like there's actually been any recent traffic or any recent things going on. Are there any windows?
Yeah, there are windows in the front.
Okay, I can't quite see the. Is there any like foot traffic, heavy foot traffic to and from?
Just get a.
Yeah, because it just finished up the, like I said, it just finished up the lunch crowd. In fact, you see a person walking down the street carrying one of his bags. Gaston eating a kind of puffed pastry with red drizzle and some kind of filling.
There, stick some windows on there.
Some kind of filling. Like, does it look like?
It's poison. You should go save them.
It has faint magic sparkles that come off. That seems to be why
I want to
he's
do it,
become
but I
popular,
won't go
isn't
do
he?
this because I may have picked just for shits and giggles picking up the alchemist find out what formula it is thing.
You go and you say, "Give me that."
What is he doing up there? And we find out. And, yeah. No. I'm going to go inspect the door. Just try to look to make sure there's no traps, but also to just sort of see if he's still open.
I was gonna say, let's check the door for traps before I start slapping it with an open hand.
Okay. Well, it kind of it seems to be locked, and there's a "We are closed" sign.
Yes, thank you. That's
Right.
what I forgot.
That's on!
And I'm going to check for traps, unless you want to do that, Mr. Ranger.
I actually don't have any trap checking skills. I do have stealth, however. I can build traps. But I can sneak. That's what I can do.
I may have picked up the meticulous
Ah,
drawback, so I took points in pretty much everything. So I will take a look at the door to see if it's trapped.
meanwhile,
Okay.
Cookie is going to stealth. Ooh, that was a bad roll. Good result, but a bad roll.
21 for perception.
Okay. Is it trapped?
The front door that all my
Yes.
customers come through? No, the front door to my shop is not trapped.
That's what I was like, there's no,
Right.
but it's safe to check. Well, I'm gonna,
Okay, you can try to get him, man.
Gaston, I know you're in there. I'm gonna want to have a talk with you. I'll tell you what, come on out. You have a talk with me, Gaston.
We're
He's
closed.
going to start scratching at the door.
Just from like a window up above. Close.
Is there a chimney?
There'd have to be for his baking.
Well, not in the front building. There'd be like a
Back door?
smokestack somewhere.
I mean, there's lots of smokestacks in that area because this corner he has, but like I said, it's on a hill,
Mhm.
so it kind of builds up, and there's other spots just past him.
Okay.
And there's a larger building behind on the other side of the hill that might have something going on, some larger stacks.
All right. I'm also going to stealth and take a look around the area. So that would be a ridiculous number for stealth. That will be a 26.
Nice.
26. All right, we'll need a perception check from Gaston then to
Gaston?
see who he sees.
Gaston's perception check. I suppose I have to make 2.
I rolled really poorly because I have a ridiculous bonus to stealth right now.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's a 17 for the first one, which matches Cookie Von Yumyum's stealth.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
And
So
what,
you see
what
Cookie
was
sneaking
what was
around.
Greg's stealth?
26.
Natural 20.
Woo! So he beats your 26.
God
Yes,
damn
So
it.
you see
eyes like an eagle. He can
So
spot a
position
critter
yourself
from a
in-
mile away.
Wait,
Yeah.
was that both for the one character doing two checks?
Yeah, the first
Each
one was
time-
for Cookie's stealth check, and the second one is for your stealth check.
Oh, okay, because I would have thought you would only do one, but that's fair enough. Yeah, okay.
Well, you made them separately. You didn't say you were moving at the same time.
No, it's fair enough.
I'm gonna keep hollering at your door about how you're a cheater now. You cheated me out of my bag just like you cheated me out of my contest. You're the kind of guy you go to Mercy and you make a blueberry crepe. That's your kind of guy. Open the door right now, Gaston. I gotta talk to you.
I'm sorry, we are closed. I don't. It's not hours of operation. You have to come back later.
I'm gonna throw a cart through your door.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I will sue you. All right. Gaston won't come out.
I'm
He's busy.
actually making a distraction for you guys, so work something out, or I will throw a cart through his door.
You don't know you were caught sneaking, so
Yeah.
Get up on. You go down the chimney and he like lights a fire, so you burn your tushy.
well, to be fair, cooking chimneys were only like this big around anyway.
That's true. You'd have to be a squirrel.
Not that squirrel. That squirrel's fat.
This is a fat ass squirrel.
What you guys gonna do?
I'm casting spells.
Are we still outside of combat?
Yeah, we're still technically outside of combat.
Okay.
No one's launched attacks at anybody, but you guys
that's
didn't
fine.
know you were caught sneaking, so you need to behave
No,
as if
that's
you were-
fine.
That's something I can't do
My
yet.
next steps were going to be the same no matter what ended up happening. So, the first thing I'm going to do is going to eat a marshmallow.
Okay.
So that's going to cast Fly on me.
Okay.
And the other part of this was, despite the stealth, was going to actually be going invisible. So I'm going to eat a rock candy
Okay.
and go invisible. And fly above to see if I can see inside any of the windows or anything like that.
Invisible floating stoner.
Pretty much.
Oh, your whisper didn't work there, by the way.
Yeah, I typed the W wrong. It doesn't matter. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, so.
Stuff it away.
So that would be the next is I would start trying to fly to the windows and take a look in and what have you. After I've gone
Okay.
invisible. So do I need to roll another stealth for that or no?
No, not necessarily, because as you look in the windows as best you can, roll me a perception check.
Sure. Uh, 722.
All right. As you look in there, he's had the curtain closed, but you can kind of peer around the curtains and stuff, and you don't see him in there now. Let me give you a bit of a view.
Luciano's got his eyes right up against the window now. He's just looking left and right, and big red nose and a big frazzled stash. Gaston! You know you're in there, Gaston!
That's not
Is there
creepy at all.
If I were to fly up further, is there any other buildings or anything like that that he could have gone to, or is it just that one area? Like that one building, that
There's
one.
maybe a loft. There appears to be like a loft in the peak. It doesn't have a window, but I mean, it's probably where he sleeps or something.
Okay.
He begins rubbing his notoriously sweaty and large hands all over your windows. You ain't gonna need all the Windex in the world after I'm done with you, Gaston.
Quick rules question. Mage hand cannot go
Okay.
through solid surfaces.
You can cast it on the other side.
Yeah. I believe you can cast it anywhere you have line of sight to.
Okay, so I just need to double check the actual name of this damn thing because it's the necklace with the mummified hand or whatever it is that lets you cast Mage Hand at will.
And the apprentice?
Yes, I think that's the one. He's going to cast it inside. And he's going to get it to open up all the curtains.
Okay. So let me see. All right. So let's open up all these curtains then. So you touch the whole place. Let me come here, here, a tink, here, 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 tink. There's a curtain on the door. We'll just reveal this inside to you guys. All right.
And there's, just out of curiosity, there's no windows on, say, this part here? Or is that's the part going upwards, you were saying?
Where, right here?
Yeah.
That is where the hill begins to slope upward. Yeah, it's pretty steep for a little hill in this area, probably because they kind of cut through it for the road.
And if I flew up to take a look,
it appears that this hill hasn't been developed on or anything yet. It's not a very big hill. I mean, it's just like
okay. So there's
it's
nothing
maybe
necessarily
one
above
story.
ground there, per se.
No one's built up there yet.
Okay, so basically we got this one building, and that's pretty much our breach point, is what you're saying, in a nutshell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I'm going to use the mage hand to unlatch the door and open it from the other side.
Okay, can you see can you see the handle? You make me a perception check for
from
that.
this side?
Oh,
Sure.
okay, from that side? Yes. You guys got to put yourselves where you are.
I keep moving because I'm keeping to take a look, and I apologize for that.
All right. So yes, you can unlatch the door. Yeah, 5 pounds is enough to flip a lock. So, and the lock is done.
Thank God, too, because I was a stone's throw from throwing a cart through his door.
Yeah, PB was getting ready to try to knock it down.
So, it's not trapped. It's now unlocked. I'm going to use the mage hand to open the door itself from the inside, from here, and let them in.
Okay. So you let them in. The door starts.
I booted off its hinges.
Strength check to boot it off the hinges. Well, just an attack roll, and we'll see how that goes.
He's channeling Gideon.
Just an attack. For a kick, that'd be a modified 27.
Okay. Yeah, you poof, and hit it at just the right spot, and it goes.
Oops. Sorry, Gaston. Maybe I'll pay for it.
Maybe I won't.
And mouse.
Wait for you
I'm
to-
gonna lie in behind him and sort of take a check from as high up in the roof as I can.
Okay.
I feel like a weird,
So
drifty breeze, and I smell the skunk.
all right.
Oh, the devil's lettuce.
You smell that skunk, you look back at the squirrel.
Did you think you're a squirrel?
All right. So make a perception check for PB while I describe to Greg what he's seeing, and while I describe to both of them what they're seeing. So on the first floor, you guys
11.
see mainly a confectionery shop. He has gotten some glass tops, which are nice, to show off some of the goods, mainly in this area right here. And then these are open shelves that have some doors with some muslin cloth on them. When you open, you would get this smell of freshly baked sweetbreads. And the whole place smells like brown sugar. And not so too sweet right here. Upstairs, the upstairs that is there is mainly just, looks to be a sleeping loft area. And it's just right up there. Like, he probably just closes the shop and then goes up and goes to sleep. Doesn't leave or anything. So, there you go.
Oh, sweet. No,
Are there any doors?
Let me see.
You came in on one. You don't
Other
really
than that
see
one.
any doors in here.
What's the construction made out of? Wood?
Mainly wood. There's a bit of stone on this, halfway up on these portions here closest to the hill, just to prevent that rot that would happen with wood up against dirt.
Okay.
I'm gonna track, see if I can do that.
Okay.
See if I can figure out where he went to.
I think you're overcomplicating this.
PB is eating. She's reaching up and grabbing stuff, both hands, stuffing it in her face
Probably.
from in the yeah. I'm like whole donuts.
God, stop it.
Out her face. Oh. She jumps up on the counter. Reaches down more.
Is this? She probably throws a donut at him.
Squeaker, squeak. Squeak and squeaker.
I'm gonna see if I can handle animal to get her to focus a little bit. Man.
Oof. You say squeaker, squeak, squeakin', squeak, squeaker. And she looks at you. I'm gonna drop some. Flops her hands off. Licks them. So what are you wanting her to do?
Well, I was trying to track her while this was happening.
And I'm going to look to see if there's anything about the stonework.
Okay. And she's trying to track him, or
I
not,
am.
or what was said? Okay, you're trying to track him. So survival then.
Yeah. I think I have some sort of. Yeah, I already rolled it. I think I have some sort of bonus that I'm not including in there, but I don't think it really matters.
Hmm.
Oh, so that 23 is for trying to track him in here? Okay. And what about the perception? Is
Oh
what
yeah,
it
I
would
have
be,
half
Greg.
my level, so that's a +4 to that.
I get stone cutting, so if there's anything odd about the stonework, or if there's anything in terms of a hidden door that way. But otherwise, it would be a 21 without stone cutting, a 23 with stone cutting.
Okay. So what happens is the gnome kind of comes over here around the counter while he's trying to talk while he's squeaking into his squirrel, and he squeakins, and then he kind of looks down at the ground and sees that there's a bit of a trail of sugar, and it kind of leads to the stones, and he kind of looks over towards Slyde, and Slyde's already looking over there where the trail leads.
Well,
This
yeah, actually, I would be.
right.
I'd probably be landing now because my both effects would be ending, wouldn't it?
Probably. How long are they lasting for you?
They're 8 minutes each.
You guys poked around for at least a good 5. If they're not
Yeah.
ending now, they're going to end in just a minute or
Yeah,
two.
that's fine. That's fair.
Luciano walks by one of your cakes and he's about to go, and then he stops and he looks at it. He just goes one big thumb right in the middle. Pure evil.
I can feel it. I can feel how despicable all of you are.
He's so
Desecration of my pies.
your sweets beat my savories. We're forever opposed.
But it's right about here where you see that.
Mortal coil.
It's not hidden. It's just a door.
That's why we can look at the pathway leading up to it.
All right. You see this kind of door here. It's very easy to see now that you're looking for it.
Checking for traps. Well,
It's not recessed into the wall. It's just a door.
I was told there were no doors other than the ones we came in through. So
Sorry, I tried to make it look like there was something in the wall there. I guess I should have used a different color.
all right,
There
so
are
I'm going
door
to check it
tokens, you know.
for traps.
Well, sometimes I forget things like that.
Checking for traps.
Okay, check for traps.
20. Perception, so 22.
22. Okay. Let me see. You kind of look at the door. Seems off just a little bit.
But I can't tell why. Or can I?
Something's off.
I do knowledge
you
engineering.
kinda
Would I be able to tell, or
Well, you can kind of tell
disable
there's
device?
right.
Which one?
Disable.
Alrighty. Pull up my sheet so I know exactly what I'm rolling here. 24.
So as you're a little bit, you get, and you see it's about to. There was a wire you hadn't quite noticed, and it's about to ping, and you go, and you slowly release it, and you get the click just right.
Okay, I'm good. I'm ready. I had to double check the durations on all these spells.
Okay, if we wait him out. Okay. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to do a regular stealth and just peer around the corner.
Okay.
God, the love, Sphere of Nublins. Now, is this considered underground or no?
Just inside there would be.
Okay, so that would quantify then. So that would be a 13 plus the roll of 29.
29. Okay.
And I'm going to do an active perception into the room itself for a 20.
Okay. All right. So you peek in there, and it's dark. So you're Sverfneblin. You have your dark vision. Let me see how far you could see.
Well, so there are several sources of light in this room.
Okay. All right.
There's the.
So why don't we get
Go ahead.
let me see. Let's get initiatives. Kane, just keep your initiative to me in a whisper.
Okay.
And I'll keep it in mind.
Okay.
I rolled the same thing.
We'll just let it go on your turn then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I should probably get a token for that.
Yep, it's on the GM layer at the moment.
Oh, so I can't see it?
You can see it. I'm talking about the one, that one that you probably can see. You can get the other one if you wish. All right. So you don't really see anything just yet. Let me reveal that for you. Tick, 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 tick. Oops. Polygon reveal. Tick, 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 tick. So you look in, and there's this dugout cave area kind of thing, and it appears that whoever dug it out has attempted to smooth it out and give it some working. The ground around here is soft, so it's been shorn up a little bit, and there's kind of cobblestone to the bottom of the floor. And this part that you see right here, you don't see necessarily all these colors per se, but you definitely see some glowing in there, as well as some, it's a depression. It is not a up, it's a down. So it's kind of like some pit that's got some stuff glowing and stuff in it.
Something tells me he's not cooking up a normal long john in here.
But you don't see him.
I'm sure he'll appear out of a hall or something, or a hole in the roof, and tell us his evil plan in due time.
Well, I mean, you assume it's evil. I mean, he stole something.
Or he'll walk out of the washroom with a towel up his waist, brushing his teeth.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm going to pull out a candy cane.
Pull out a candy cane. Okay.
A little early yet, don't you think? It's only September.
I like mint, god damn it. And he's going to gain see invisibility.
Okay.
Just has all these little treats.
So, that means that let's take this as initiative then, since that's going to do some stuff. Oh, I got to get this descending. All right. So, Kane, anything you want to do, or do you want to stay where you are? You currently believe yourself to be invisible.
Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. That means Slyde. You see not a whole lot. You see what you see. And even after taking that, you see what you see. You see this yellow thing down in the corner. But I mean, you see this multicolored stuff. You probably think there's other things around too. See probably some shelving or containers or things like that over in this area.
We gonna go in or what?
So are we in combat then, in combat turn?
Yes. Do you wish to move?
Yeah, I'm going to move to this corner and sort of slink along the wall as much as possible.
Okay.
There we go. That makes much more sense for what I was planning.
Okay. So you're slinking on the wall.
Still trying to stay as stealthed as possible.
Okay. Luciano, what are you gonna do?
Oh, he's gonna storm right on in there. He's gonna go a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6. He's gonna put his arms up and he's gonna give me a Gaston. I know you're in here. Come on and talking to me like a man.
There's no reply.
All right. So from there, you can see different things. To be clear, you can't. Gaston.
He's just hanging upside down there, and he just like slips away like Spider-Man. Hello. It's like a hole in the roof.
I didn't back him off the map quite far enough.
All right. So you can't. You don't see Gaston. It's like he's not there.
Oh.
Is there lights down in this lower corner?
Yeah, there's these 3 fires right here. And there's also a bunch of light coming out of the pit here.
Okay, that'd be enough to give a little bit of light down there.
He's brewing up a hell of a special sauce.
The smell of boiling sugar fills the air.
Right. To a sweeter for
That caramel smell.
Yeah, like,
not enough salt, not enough pepper. Where's the dill?
Where's the butter?
the butter.
Butter speaks to all chefs. Like everyone in the party and Gaston, we all stop and go, butter.
Yeah. You think you almost hear it somewhere, but then you're like, what?
Oh.
All right.
I throw my dogs out. Exactly.
So you call out,
Yes.
and challenge, but no reply. All right. What does PB want to do aside from eat all the sugar candies in the store?
You know,
Oh, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of sweets in here for your little squirrel to eat.
she's probably smelling whatever's cooking in here, getting a nice strong whiff of it, and she's gonna march right in, right up to there.
Right up to there. Okay. She waddles on in there. Okay. And she sees what Luciano sees. She sees this kind of pit thing. It's got fire down in it. And it's got lots of multicolored stuff going down in there. It looks like kind of different bits of food are down in there. Maybe some things that are still cooking, or maybe they're things that he didn't want to keep after all. And it's kind of
burnt pies and piles of molten fudge.
Yeah. And all the sweet smells of those things are mixing, and the smoke that comes off of it is not nearly as pleasant as one would hope.
No, it's also an iridescent pink.
Overwhelmingly sweet.
So, do I get another stealth check or no? For
You can make
cooking?
one.
Okay.
You're kind of out in the open, though.
Well, I'm all the way over here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back here. That's just PB.
Yes. That was PB's turn then?
Yeah.
So now your turn.
Yep. He is going, man, not doing good with these stealth rolls today. Cookie is going to make his way along this other wall here.
Okay. By now that invisibility has worn off.
I was going without the invisibility. I didn't think I still had that.
Okay.
So that roll was, that previous stealth roll was without invisibility.
Okay. So you also don't see anything. There's these blue things here. Some of them look like boxes, and there's a bit of cool air wafting downward from some of them, as if like in the cracks of some of them.
Man, you guys are wusses.
Hey, man, I've been screaming Gaston this whole time like it's a damn opera in here.
So, anything that Gaston wants to do?
He's holding. I know what he's gonna do. He's holding for now. You hear
Okay.
a whomp, 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 whomp.
A gelatin monster.
Whomp. As a giant hot pocket man comes towards you from out of the darkness.
No way.
It is a giant hot pocket man.
Does it look like it was undercooked or overcooked?
You can't tell.
Oh, no.
You're not sure if it's still frozen in the middle or if it's hot magma all the way through.
We're so dead.
Did you use a microwave?
Well, I do have access to electricity.
He's used to putting everything in the toaster. Slyde.
All right, so you guys do. You see this. Is it a medium creature or is it a large creature?
It's a medium creature.
Okay, you do. You see a hot pocket man, basically. It's like a meat pie man, folded over meat pie man. And he's
He
got-
makes the laugh like the Pillsbury Doughboy, but it's about 4 octaves too low.
Ooh. That's not creepy.
Ha
A fresh new customer.
And when he does, the kind of makeshift mouth that he has, some cheese and some kind of meat drips out.
Oh, pizza's gonna send
Oh,
out for
lovely.
you.
Cheese and a sauce. You're a swinging above your belt level, Gaston.
All right. So, Sly, what do you want to do?
Seeing this, I
Mhm.
quickly double check something. Pull my actual character sheet here, because that would be handy again. He is going to. Yeah, I think that's what he's going to end up doing because he's obviously going into combat. He is going to use. Let me double check the damn name of this thing. There you go. His admixture vial.
Okay.
And consume that, enacting the 2 ones he had prepared in that, which would be displacement and channel vigor of limbs.
Ah, you bitch.
What?
Luciano knows his alchemists.
I know exactly what that spell does.
Both of them, or
Yes.
All right.
okay.
So you,
And
Just a pot?
he is going to move around, sticking to the wall. To about again, trying to is still possible in this circumstance or no?
that thing. You were stealth from that thing. Make me a perception check, Gaston.
Me? All right.
See if you see this person sneaking around.
24.
Okay. Make me a second one also, so that we'll know if you see the gnome. Not this first Neblin gnome.
Kane,
What?
you need to roll a second perception to see if you see Colin's character.
Oh, Colin's character.
Because I didn't have you roll it when we were letting him go stealth.
28.
I was waiting. Until,
Yep,
28?
he'll
Okay.
see me.
Doesn't see this guy, but so he's gonna sort of. The idea is he's gonna go around here. So that was 5, 10, 15. And does he see anything?
He can see invisibility. He sees Gaston right there.
He's going to pretend he doesn't see him.
Make me a bluff check.
Okay.
I don't see you.
It's like
That's opposed by something.
nervously kneading dough.
Okay. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be too funny.
Oh yeah, I rolled it too. He believes you don't see him.
Okay, because yeah, that's okay. That's great because that's a 7.
What, 7 total?
You kind of
Yes.
Oh, well, hold on then. Under his sense motive is a wisdom skill? Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Battle of the low rolls. What
It's
happened,
literally the. I'm not looking at you, man. You're not there, man. I see dead people.
You gotta maintain that look of bewilderment. Man, real hard.
Dude, that's a hot pocket.
Okay, well, there's at least 2 of you in front of him that he can see, so I suppose now's as good a time as any.
Kill it before it gets too cold.
No.
You want to enter the...
Bakes like Gaston or makes cakes like Gaston. No one covers intruders with glaze like Gaston. And though you might find it infuriating, no one bakes like Gaston.
Well
That
done,
went in the
sir.
trash too. That's 3 points right there. That's about as good as it gets.
So you would like to enter the initiative now?
Yes.
Okay. So,
I will also add what's this Verneblin's name?
Slide.
Slyde.
Slyde, the Gaston you see like hiding behind this pot is about half the size of the Gaston you remember running into earlier.
But he's also. But he's invisible.
Yes.
Okay.
Half the size and invisible.
Tiny
No
little.
reduced person.
Midget invisible Gaston.
He is now a fifth of the size of the man he beat in a cooking competition.
We will make his initiative 21 then. Right.
And
So Sly.
Gaston grabs the handles of the cauldron in front of them, and with a mighty tiny heave goes, "Hurrah!" And this blue pot here, which
Okay.
I will move in time, tumbles through the air and lands right here, and splashes all over
Okay.
Cooch. All over Cooch.
Oh, Cooch. Oh,
What kind of save would that be?
It's a... Well, you don't have to make a save. Oh, yes, you do. It's a reflex. For Colin, not for Cooch.
For PB.
Yes.
no. That one's
Okay.
got my nose.
Oh, you don't have to move the fireplace. I didn't throw the fireplace at him.
Oh,
Does,
wasn't sure.
how does a 20 do?
20 is the DC. So you only take 3 points of fire damage.
Except I also have evasion from the animal aspect.
Okay, yeah, then he doesn't take anything.
So it totally freaks out the squirrel.
And Gaston takes... Not sorry, Gaston. Cooch.
They look so similar.
You're right.
I keep getting their avatars mixed up.
Molten candy syrup.
Those friggin' dogs are gonna give me
11 points of fire damage.
So to me? To all of us?
No, just to you, and you're going to take those 11 points every round for the next 4 rounds.
Ah!
So 11 points of fire damage.
The hell
right.
is that then? What?
It's molten candy syrup.
Oh, okay.
That's these pots here are like huge boiling cauldrons of syrup.
Fair enough.
Huge boiling cauldrons of syrup, pit full of discarded food and pink goo, and
He's gonna move. He's gonna run over here down between the pots.
Cheeky little fucker.
1, 2, 3, 4.
all right.
Oh,
Too far.
Too far, but That's okay, because Luciano, your foe has appeared.
Oh, has he?
Smaller than he was. But he has appeared.
All right.
You should have stayed out of my shop.
I just want to break out into song. Gaston! You will finally pay for what you have done to me.
You will finally pay for what you've done.
I'm already covered in blue death. Can I walk over this spot? Conceivably?
Yeah, that's just where the pot is.
All right. Well, does the pot still have stuff in it?
No more stuff than you're already covered in.
All right. Fair enough. I was gonna see if I can double pass this to the yellow pot.
Okay.
Which I will proceed to grab and then throw at you, Gaston. If that's okay. That checks out with everybody.
I mean, yeah, but it's not going to be as effective.
That's fair. I have no idea what's in the pots I'm throwing at you. I mean, you're the pot man. Well, you're not the pot man.
No, that's Slyde.
Yeah. Let's see, would it be strength or dex for hurling a pot at somebody?
To throw it, it's still dex to throw.
Little dex.
Dex to throw, strength for damage.
I got a modified 17 to throw that pot at your direction.
You do not connect.
Did not?
Mm.
It sails past you.
Into one of these refrigerator units.
I
Bang!
hoot and holler and pound my chest. I'm gonna make you
Slams
pay,
into
Gaston.
Slams into the refrigerators. The steam kind of goes places as the refrigerator door kind of caves in a bit, and it lets the air out, and it's meeting the hot air, and it's...
You barbarous oaf!
Barbaros! Barbaros!
You've ruined my perfectly good batch of Chernobyl cherry pies!
Damn your pie! I was the only one who could make a roast, and I would have made a greater roast had you not blundered in with your donuts and your cherry pies.
I feel like something called a Chernobyl cherry pie should explode. I should move.
Chernobyl cherry pies. As you excavate Pripyat, evacuate,
All right.
extricate.
Okay, Squirrely McSquirrelson.
Okay. Seeing Gaston having just thrown the thing at her, PB's gonna be pretty mad at him and gonna ignore the golem. She's going to charge up here.
Mm-hmm.
She's got
Right up the pant leg.
huh?
Straight
He
up.
can't. He's smaller than her now.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's that?
Wait, is this rodent medium sized?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's bigger than me.
Oh, fun.
Monsieur, giant squirrel!
I could still make meat pies out of you.
Gotta check something
From
real.
this angle, I think I could make an entire sheet. You're so much larger in person.
Oh, that's why. Looking at the wrong sheet. Called Surprise Shift, where she can move 5 feet as a swift action without provoking attacks of opportunity, sort of like a 5 foot, but not counting as a 5 foot.
Okay.
So she's going to slide over here, and she is going to try to bite you.
They're big old squirrel teeth.
Yep. Didn't use Magic Fang, so she should be just a regular bite. 27.
Nope.
Oof.
27 doesn't hit?
Nope.
Oh.
I had a lot of time to drink potions before you guys came in here.
Fair enough.
How much shield do you have?
And her second chance doesn't hit either, so. All right. Fair, fair.
All right. Now it is time for Von Yumyums.
Yes. What is he going to do?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when they come for you?
He will fire with his longbow.
Oh.
27
No,
also
27.
does not hit.
Slippery Gaston. He bounces around in his little midget form.
Fight as hard as you can. You can't get me. I am Tiny Gaston.
Tiny Gaston, you son of a bitch.
All right.
Little wee hat.
1, 2,
All right.
3.
Gaston,
4,
it is the
5,
golem's turn. The hot
6.
pocket golem.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need to deal with this guy pretty quick.
Yeah.
I guess I'll flip a coin. One and 2 is Greg. 3 and 4 is Malcolm. Malcolm.
Okay.
Where did I put his stats? There. They're on the cue card, literally right in front of me.
I was also going to say, I don't think he saw me, so.
We're still rolling to confirm crits, right?
Yes.
Just double check. Does a 26 hit you, Malcolm?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good. These are the dice I normally save for jamming. I maybe shouldn't have used them here.
It's all right, man. They're still gonna make you pay, Gaston. Trophies you've stolen.
And okay, so you take 22 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of fire damage.
It comes out to 24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 22 plus 2.
Oh, man. Oh, well.
Okay. So that is the Hot Pocket Man's turn. Slyde, what do you want to do?
Okay. He is going to 5 foot.
Those are
Here.
open fire pits.
Yeah, he's going to slide around the open fire pit.
Sorry, I saw your arrow go over the pit.
And, well, it's because I was trying to drag and it didn't work. And I'm going to do a full round attack. First with a Tanglefoot bomb against Gaston.
I'm assuming what? Okay. You have quick bombs, right?
I have fast bombs, yes.
Fast bombs. Okay.
So, yes.
Just making sure. I had to learn that the hard way the first time.
So fast bomb number 1. Okay, so that would be a natural 19.
Yeah, that hits his touch.
Plus whatever ridiculousness this is right now, which I think is a plus 13. So that would be a 32.
Yeah, that'll hit his touch AC.
Okay. So you have to roll a reflex, I think it is, isn't it? Pull it up.
Yes.
Did you critted against Malcolm? Did you not?
Yeah. I just went for the double damage.
Is
He's
it-
just a golem. He just hits things really hard.
Okay.
Uh, 27 reflex.
Sorry?
7 reflex.
7? Like single digit 7?
27. 2 and 7.
2 7. Okay, sorry about that. Let me just pull up what my EC is actually on this thing because I was not to write it down. So 10 plus 4 plus, yeah, so you beat my DC on that for the gluing. But I think you're still entangled at that point. If I remember correctly.
Was not a bomb I ever used.
Creature that takes direct hit from Tanglefoot must save against the bomb's DC or be entangled and glued. Oh, actually, yeah, must save the bomb's DC or be entangled and glued to the floor as if it's okay.
Those
Oh,
who make
no,
the
no,
saves are
you're
not
fine.
entangled at all.
You're fine, yeah.
I still take the damage though.
Okay, so that's 3d6. Oh, sorry, 4d6.
Yep.
5d6, actually.
What level are you?
I'm level 8, but I basically picked up unstable accelerant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I got you. I know what that does.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good. 5, 10, 15, 20 plus plus 8, so 28 damage.
Okay.
All right.
Was
That was your first bomb, right?
First, yes.
No, son of a bitch.
The next one, I'm going to do a frost bomb against the golem.
Okay.
So that is.
Oh, don't even roll to hit.
No.
No, its touch AC is pitiful. If you're
Okay.
if you're working with a plus 13, don't even bother.
Okay. So for that one, and I'm excluding all of my party members because I do have precise bombs, so they don't have to worry about rolling saves or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have to roll a fort save, I think it is.
Yes, or B. Oh no, because it's a golem. It'll take the effect from the cold damage, but it doesn't have to make a save.
Okay.
Nice.
It's part of its immunity to magic.
Okay. So it takes. What does it take from the cold damage then if it's immune to magic?
It doesn't take the additional effect, so it wouldn't be like stunned if you were using a flash grenade.
Okay, so it won't get staggered from the cold damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the effect of being hit with cold damage will still, have whatever effect that particular damage type has on this type of golem.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 16 plus, and because I don't get to use the unstable accelerant on this one, plus 6, so that's 22 damage.
Okay.
And as he's actually going to go throw a third bomb and just try to do another Tanglefoot against Gaston. Because the hell.
Tangle Gaston.
It's basically get that fucker tied down if possible. So that is 11 plus. That'd be a 27 to hit. Your touch.
Yeah.
Okay. So another reflex from you.
What's your reflex, Kane?
22.
So again, I believe that passes mine because I believe mine's a 19 right now for my DC. Half of 8 plus my modifier plus 10, so that's 19. You do take 26 plus 8, so 34 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's my bombs. And as a final attack, as part of my, because I have the +1 after now, I'm going to use my pastry knife and throw it at the golem.
Okay.
So you're taking. Okay.
So that is a 20 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Now this is the custom fun knife.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is a 6.
6.
Okay.
I used the rules. I promise. Technically, if it was a medium sized, it would be a D10.
Oh.
Here, I thought he was just
Okay.
going to throw a bomb at you.
So these sticky things go flying past Gaston, and he's like, "Whoa!" And they just get sticky everywhere. But thankfully, they don't hit the squirrel. And he's handling the big walking pizza pocket a lot easier. Slice it, and a bit of stuffing and cheese starts to ooze out.
As the knife sinks into the golem's chest, a spurt of superheated marinara sauce hits Cooch for 5 points of damage.
Oh, and just as a point of interest, the knife does return to his belt.
Okay.
Going all a culinary version of Vax. Okay.
Woohoo! Blink back.
All right. So that is your turn. It is now Gaston's turn.
Jesus. Asshole, you did
What are you
so
gonna
much
do?
fucking damage.
Yeah, and I didn't expect that. I guess he's an alchemist. I keep forgetting that. They're kind of a high DPS gang.
I mean, I could just do it
You get this-
back.
You could.
That's totally an option.
Blink
But
away.
the squirrel trying to bite you.
Oh, I'm just 5 foot away from the squirrel.
Bad squirrel. Bad.
Oh, there's not a lot of good directions you can fly foot in, though. Not that I'm trying to down talk you. I mean, I'm totally on Gaston's side here.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna 5 foot here. Wait, no. Would that matter? Can you 5 foot and bull rush something?
It has to be part
I
of the
believe so,
movement.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna 5 foot here, and I'm gonna try and bull rush the giant rodent into the pit.
Oh, okay.
So what do I got?
It's just
Thank
my
you for that.
CMD against your squirrel CMD.
So what is
Okay.
your medium squirrel's CMD?
Oh, wait, no. Because the 5 foot counts as your movement, does it not?
Yeah, but it's a combat maneuver. It doesn't. It's its own
But your
action.
bull rush doesn't it need to be a full round action?
No, you can because you can make combat maneuvers in place of attack.
Right.
Because
Now,
I
do
know
you
you
have-
can replace attacks in iterative chains with like trips and stuff.
But do you have improved bull rush?
No,
That means the squirrel gets an attack of opportunity.
go for it.
So squirrel, make your attack of opportunity.
Okie dokie. Nope.
Fumble!
Confirm to fumble. Confirm it.
No. The attack.
That's the second chance strike. That only comes into effect if the first one misses, or if the first one is well, yeah, because the first one did miss. So second attack comes into a play. Oh, but it's not a full round attack though. I'm
Right.
confused.
You don't get
There's
to-
so much going on with this squirrel.
Okay.
It's just an AOO. Next time you'll just play the squirrel. Next time you just play the familiar.
So what's your squirrel
Yeah.
CMD?
I'm about to find out. I was not
Not
expecting
that
to have to do that this time around. Pretty high. It's 23.
Okay. What, 11? 9? 9. Okay, so I beat that by 10.
Oh no, Scotchie.
So
That's a 1. And a 2. And a
Your squirrel's gonna get jellified.
So Le Squirrel falls into the pit and kaboosh, it lands on the food and it's starting to try to get up. It's like, and then all of a sudden, pink tendrils rise up a bit and go and try to grapple it.
Oh boy.
So let's see.
Well, there's
Kane, why
also
don't
the
you,
effect,
since this is
there's the effect of
Yes.
the of landing in the pit itself.
yes. Oh, where did that go?
Let's bring up the character sheet and calculate some damage here.
Where did that go? Share it here or
Have
on?
have Scotchie make a fortitude save.
Fortitude save.
Yeah, you don't take falling damage because you're essentially landing in a pile of soft, half-baked food.
Okay. Oh, she fumbled it.
Oh, she fumbled her fort
Alright.
save.
Yep.
You were
So-
you fumbled a fort save for a flesh to stone effect.
So wait, did your squirrel just turn into a pastry?
Pretty much.
Yes,
It turned into rock
that's
candy.
exactly what happened.
So what happens is this: when the squirrel comes down and falls in, this huge of rainbow light stuff goes, and you don't have that connection to your squirrel anymore,
Oh no.
and you just it's like hitting a brick wall trying to connect.
All that's left is a sad blueberry bagel.
It is
So that whole grappling with pink tendrils doesn't really matter anyway.
I
yep.
can't believe you, Gaston. You really are beautiful. Off me, squirrel.
So
And I told you to stay out of my room. I mean, my shop.
I told you to stay out of my shop.
A little
All right.
less Snagglepuss.
Sure, sure.
But
Alright.
now I get 2 extra animal aspects for
For next food adventure.
for Cookie though.
You can look up. You can look up how that affects you losing your animal companion
Well, she's
as
not.
we take.
It's not technically dead. It's just turned to stone.
Okay.
Okay, so it can be undone somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's flesh to rock candy, but it's flesh to stone.
Not for eating, just for looking through.
So it is now the barbarian chef who has come up, and he takes damage
Yeah, another 11
from.
right away. Covered. It's delightful.
11 points.
Mhm.
And he's he's getting real mad now. He's getting hopping mad. He goes, Gaston! You and I, we are going to sort this out like a man. You may maybe a good cook, but I am Luciano, Cucciano. I'm an academy. It's great. And is he raging? He gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And he reaches down the back of his pants, right down into his apron there. Right into it. And you're like, what is he doing? And he pulls out a big old meat cleaver. And he's going to go at your pizza golem with a vital strike.
Okay.
Ooh.
He's mad at that pizza golem. Not as mad as he is at you. He just wants it out of the way. Apologize for how much fun I'm having. See,
No.
that's a modified 24.
To hit the pizza golem? Oh, yeah, you hit him.
All right. Let's see.
I was told it was a hot pocket golem. Why are you guys turning it into a pizza
Well,
golem?
that's what a hot pocket is. It's a backwards pizza.
It's a
Well,
calzone.
that's
Filling.
really what a
Calzone.
calzone is. It's a calzone golem.
He's
He's a hot pocket man. Pizza pop.
Let's see. 22 damage
Okay.
of angry chopping variety, and I guess he gets sprayed with more burning marinara in his
You
face.
do. It's another 5 points of marinara damage.
So he's just hopping mad.
And I make
This is a delicious smelling agony that he's in.
I hate it, but I love it.
the
Like, yeah, he's
golem
running
makes
like a
its will
sauce.
save.
Like he wished he could just take this death battle back to the kitchen.
Okay. So here's what happens. Since apparently he can do this as a free action. You slam your axe into the pizza man's chest, into the pizza pop man's chest, and he deflates a little as a rush of nauseous marinara cheese air wafts out to greet you.
His mustache gets all crookedy.
So I need Malcolm and Greg to make me fortitude saves.
Does it have an SR?
No,
No? Okay.
this is an extraordinary effect with a supernatural one.
Modified 29 fortitude.
Okay.
He just breathes it in.
You love it.
Forward
You breathe it in.
save would be a 25.
Okay, you both make that. Neither of you
So
lose
as you-
Constitution.
Thank God.
Woo! So as you breathe it in,
Wait, what?
you realize something comes to you.
Oh,
Oh, no.
okay. Sorry, I misread the spell. Hold on.
Oh,
You only take half damage.
how much do you take?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
27.
Malcolm, you take 1 point of con, and Greg takes 2.
That's harsh.
As it stands right now, I just lose 1 off my modifier. Fine.
That's 1 hit point per level.
There.
And
Sorry.
1 rage round.
Pardon me.
All right. So as you breathe that in, you're like, oh, no. And you realize now why it bothers you so much. And all the respect for Gaston that you had building up is gone because you realize he used too much oregano.
Ah. Ah. You don't know savory. I'm gonna teach you about savory. I'm gonna shove you in this pizza man till you're wearing it like a new white.
Okay. So that is your turn, unless you would like to move somewhere. Well, you vital striked. Yeah, you can still move.
Yeah, as a, well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do anything else, but I am going to use my free action, Broken Wing and Wounded Paw Gambit by the transitive properties, which gives the monster a +2 to hit and a +2 to damage on me if it takes the next available opportunity to hit me.
Hmm. Okie dokie.
And then, of course, there is a flip side to that, but it doesn't come up unless it
Right.
hits.
I got you. So, Scotchie, you can't make connection with. How do you? What you gonna do?
He's
He's done something to poor Scotchie.
mad. What is he gonna do?
I'd like to add, I have partial cover from this table I'm under.
Partial cover from the table that you're under. Huh?
Yeah.
This Ottoman I'm beneath.
What is he gonna do? So are you still tiny?
Yeah, he's still small.
He wants to hit Gaston, but he's under the table, and this sort of pizza, calzone, whatever golem is sitting right there. So he is going to cast Shooting Star against the golem.
All right.
Then attacks. That's not going to hit anyways.
14.
Yeah. Versus AC.
That's versus normal
What is
AC, not touch?
Correct.
Why? Isn't it a raise spell?
Shooting star.
Stupid spell.
I kind of wish you had hit him.
Even if it was
You just
bludgeoning.
want me to scream, why? There's more
Fire
marinara
damage.
splashing in my face.
Yeah, 16 would have been bludgeoning. The 15 would have been fire.
Nah. He would...
You would have taken both if I hit.
Oh. Well, never mind then.
Okay. Next would be, well, now it's the pizza's golem turn, unless you're going to move. Move anywhere?
No, he's not going to move because he's slowed.
Not the pizza golem.
No,
No,
me.
pizza- no.
Oh.
No, he's going
You're
to stay
slugging?
there.
Yeah, the cold damage slowed him. I'm pretty sure that's what it does.
Oh, do I have to roll for that, or?
No, he like whenever he takes cold damage, it slows him.
It's right
All right,
there.
I was talking about the gnome. Is the gnome going to move anywhere? Cookie?
Apparently not.
Does not seem like it.
He's left the building. Calzone monster turn.
Okay.
How's
Yeah.
that?
So I don't know if this works in 5th edition or other games you guys might have played, but I know for sure golems in 3.5 and Pathfinder, when they're exposed to certain energy types like fire, electricity, or like cold, like that, additional effects occur. So if you have like a cold spell that staggers someone, they won't be staggered, but if it's I can't I'll use a flesh golem because I know that one off by heart. If you hit a flesh golem with electricity damage, it gets hasted for a couple rounds. Likewise, I think if you hit it with
Style.
cold damage or acid damage, something else happens to it. It either gets slowed or it malfunctions.
The one arm just starts doing like this.
So that's why he's slowed right now. You hit him with cold damage and it slowed him down.
Okay.
So I guess the pizza pop man's just gonna hit Cooch.
Face full of pizza pie.
It's really all he can do right now.
All right.
Let me hear it. Let me love it. Let me be it.
Oh wait, this golem's pretty strong. Maybe it could throw Cooch.
Maybe.
Want
Are
to
we
give it
going
a
to get
shot?
another flesh
I
drop
think
candy?
Well, that's not the only thing it does. I roll a d8 when you fall in that hole.
Transform into like a giant, delicious, like multi-layered, like roast buffet.
He becomes what he hates the most. He becomes a sickly sweet puff pastry.
Oh no!
Candy.
Filled with sweet whip. Oh,
Is this golem strong enough to have awesome blow? I think it is. This is the
Does it
problem
have
with
awesome
having
blow?
to. This is the problem with having to homebrew 2 different monsters in 2 days. Okay. Does a 22 hit you, Malcolm?
yes, I believe so.
It does. Okay.
That's not CMD. That's just normal hit.
Yeah, that's just normal hit. What is your AC?
That's right on the money. It'd be 22.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Never mind then. 4.
Sure, if you're
I
saying
rolled the wrong dice.
4 is in watch your head for the flying fat guy.
9, 14. 14 points of normal damage and 4 points of fire damage.
No son of a bitch!
And you shift 5 feet this way.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Good, yes! Hit him into the pit! Smash him through the tables if you have to.
Damn you! Get off!
He says as he's stuffing some food into his face.
As a big
I've gotta keep
ready
my health
arm
up.
hits your open
Like-
mouth.
Handfuls of the golem.
Oh. All right.
Big old piece
So-
of pepperoni.
So, Squanchy, what you gonna do?
It's gonna squanch me up.
5 foot over here, full round attack. Might as well try the Tanglefoot
Stop it!
on the guy who doesn't want me to do the Tanglefoot.
Cut that shit out.
That's a 28
Yes.
to touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
So reflex save.
Did your DC was 19?
19.
Yeah, he makes it.
Okay, so that is 4, 8, 12, 12, 21 plus 8, 29 damage.
Okay.
He's going to throw another cold bomb at Golem, because why the hell not?
It's a good
You said
thing all
that-
this glue is keeping the blood in.
So that was a 12 plus 11, 23.
Yeah.
So that is 10, 19, 25
Okay.
cold damage. And he's going to throw another Tanglefoot at you for a 25 to touch.
Yes.
And another DC roll for you. I'm going to play the Adam game of at some point. He's going to fail.
I know.
So 6, 10, 14, 19, 27 damage.
Okay. You don't stick him to the ground. He does, however, run out of fucking hit points.
And he's going to do it again. Last attack of the...
He's just gonna bomb his corpse.
Was he dead?
Yeah, he fell down.
Throw it at the pizza bucket.
You do 1 billion fucking damage, Greg.
Shit.
That last bomb connects. So 2 things happen. As that last Tanglefoot bomb connects with his head, you don't stick him to the ground. However, it just catches him right on the side of the face and he goes down. And
Jeez.
the other thing that happens is this golem goes down. You carried this entire encounter.
Yeah, seriously.
Bombs.
But as he goes down,
The-
little hat.
There's
He
there's
was
a there's a rumbling as your frost bomb goes through the open wound in its chest that Malcolm created earlier, that Coach created earlier with his axe. And as the golem itself explodes, spraying both frozen chunks of marinara and liquid hot magma chunks of marinara.
So it
That
truly was a
turns
hot
spread.
pocket.
Yes.
It really was one done in the microwave oven.
For 15 points of fire damage.
Oh my god, I am just barely alive.
You still got 3 rounds of taking 11 damage.
Oh god.
You better do something about that.
I want to use renewed vigor.
Vigor. Renewed vigor.
This
Give
can't
me
be
some
the ending.
vigor.
This isn't the closure the people deserved.
So, if we're out of combat, I do have a cure moderate wounds and a bunch of cure light wounds cookies left.
We'll do
Well,
it.
we'll
because
decide
I'm
if you guys. We'll decide. We'll leave that up to
Seeing
you
them
guys,
go
because
down.
As you hit him, that's not all that you see happen. Because as you clip him and that explodes and all this stuff happens, you see, and this hat that he was wearing, it kind of, it's like it doesn't want to come off, but it does. He goes, "Choo, choo, choo, choo." And when it does, instead of
As it's-
Gaston, you see an unconscious young blue dragon
What?
In a cooking contest? By a dragon? I'm making that clear?
And he just keels over.
He literally does just kind of.
Blacks out.
So yeah, this whole time you weren't fighting a regular alchemist.
He wasn't a regular cook?
9.
Hey, Scoob! What the hell, man?
Just barely awake. Just
Yeah, I'll give you a cure mod, ginger snap. So
Ginger snap,
that
no tea.
is-
I see how it is.
And
sorry, what?
he's going to cast Cure Mod as well.
I didn't catch that, Adam.
I said ginger snaps, but no tea. I see how it is.
So that would be 17 points from me.
And 22 from me.
You wake up feeling pretty good, considering.
This is not gonna end like this. This cannot end like this. I'm gonna try to pull the dragon. I'm gonna try to drag him out of here. Back to his confectionery.
before this
You
place
gonna
will-
cook him?
before this place surely explodes.
Can I loot the place?
Well, before that happens, you know, we gotta rescue PB. I mean, she's rock candy, right?
Yeah. Who wants to go into the
does
pit?
not care about your squirrel.
Cookie there.
Right? His nemesis.
Create water to put out the fire down there.
Perform CPR on this
It's
dragon.
not that that pit is on fire so much as there's so much magically augmented food down there. It's just sort of a roiling, ongoing reaction.
Like an arcane always, or arcane cloudy with a chance of meatballs. It's kind of
Could I throw?
Is Pooch gonna drag Gaston out of here?
yes.
Flask of if I were to throw a flask of ice in there or a frost bomb, would it do anything?
It add magic.
Pardon?
It would add more magic.
Oh, so it would actually cause the reaction to go further, as far as I can tell.
As far as you can tell.
We're still looking for this bag as well. I have a feeling that pit is the bag for some reason.
Yeah, gonna search the room for any odds and ends while we try to figure out a way to get the. Is the squirrel being held down by stuff? Is that what's going on as well?
No, it's just sort of sitting on top of the pile. But it's been crystallized, like Adam said, into rock candy.
Maybe lasso it, but then you would have a licorice whip when you brought it back up.
I do have a rope. Wait, no, I didn't buy that. Never mind. I almost did. I almost bought rope.
You went on an adventure without rope.
Yes.
It's okay. I brought spider pods.
Spider pod.
I use one of my.
Let me pull up the actual description of it, but it's enough. I went kind of alchemist shit crazy with the extra 12,000 gold I basically had to spend. Where is it? It's a spider web that shoots out, but let me chemical something or other creations. Here it is. Spider sacks. So I did bring 5 of them with me for shits and giggles. If we go on multiple sides and use said spider sacks.
Maybe.
Basically, you shoot the spider sack at it, It connects, and then we can lift the thing out, hopefully.
Maybe.
I'm
willing to
Worth a
find
try,
out if you are.
man.
I
Yeah.
use a potion of cure moderate wounds on Gaston.
On Gaston?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he alive?
Well,
Gaston.
if he's dying, that
Somebody
might
push
stabilize. By the way, because it came out to there've been 15.
I like to feel that we've established a couple things in the proceedings here.
All right.
The first being that you guys were willing to kill him, and that he was willing to kill you. We're not friends.
No,
We don't like each other.
no.
No?
But you beat me in a cooking contest, and I only kind of beat you in a fighting contest. And if you're dead, I can never beat you in a cooking contest again. Also, you're probably the only one who knows how to get the bag out of that food cauldron of doom
So I'm going to do you a solid here.
and not bite my face off.
I was going to say, and pull my punch as I breathe lightning into your face.
All right.
Because, and I had 20 points of spontaneous healing left when you guys downed me.
So you weren't even really dead, eh?
No, you knocked him unconscious. He was in the negatives. Just in the time it took you to drag him down the hallway back into his own shop, he regained consciousness.
You get about 2 seconds of me screaming something about eclairs at you again, and then you blast me in the face with lightning.
So tell me as I count this up when you go unconscious.
Okay.
2, 10, 14,
Wait, at 14? How much
19.
did you guys heal me from before? Was it did both of you guys heal on me, or did you heal on each other? You did.
You.
Yeah.
Hold on, you. 22. I
And
did
a
22.
17.
All right, yeah. Okay, Jesse, keep going.
So 19. 28. 36.
All right. No more. You got it? Is it in you?
Are you down?
No.
44.
Yes. His hat was straight up in the air and his mustache right up over his eyes, and he just.
Sacre bleu!
What was that?
All right.
Get away!
As that happens, like basically,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm out. Fuck this place.
running. I basically run to throw that tanglefoot at him.
Ugh. That's a 200-foot fly speed. Fuck your bomb.
Only
Go back to the frozen north.
He's going back to the desert. Mom! He was a young dragon. Mom! Those mean humans and Sir Evelyn and all them were beating up on me. That's all right. His mama didn't love him anyway.
Thoroughly sizzled Luciano.
Meanwhile, Cookie's still weeping about PB.
I'm going to heal this guy again up back to something. I've got one more cookie left of healing.
So I'm guessing Cookie's looking down into this hole.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
looking.
6 plus 8, 14.
All right, he's up.
All right.
He's
So
not doing well, but he's confused, and then he's angry again, and then he's screaming Gaston and running around trashing the joint.
I'm gonna go actually search this area to see if we can find and try to get the squirrel out.
okay. So Cookie, while
Okay.
you're looking down in that hole, can you give me a perception check real quick?
Okay. 13.
13. Okay. It's not hard to find since it's right in the side of this pit. In a little alcove, kind of carved out of the side of this hell pit, There is a burlap sack stowed in the alcove in the wall. Or whatever this bag looks like. I didn't get a full description of it.
A pretty leather bag, pretty leather bunch bag, tied at the top with blue runes on the sides.
Guys, I found the bag, but Cookie.
Okay.
You mean peanut butter?
Or PB, yes.
Scotchie?
Ah ha ha ha!
Got me.
All right, man. All right, it's okay. It's okay. Have a cookie.
He'll take it and start nomming on it.
Cookie.
Still sobbing. Doesn't do anything.
Slyde's going to go over and first off try to shoot the bag with one of the spider sacks.
From which side?
Whichever side is kind of easiest to get at it from. I'm not sure where it is. Like, which alcove is it?
It's like
We'll say this one.
That one there? Okay, so do I still have a good line of sight on it here? Or is it better to be across here?
Either probably would give you a good spot to hit with,
Okay.
or an okay one.
So I'll do that one then. And try to hit it.
Okay. It's a stationary object, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Okay. Natural 18. Plus whatever we add onto that, so dex or whatever.
That's fine.
Okay. And I retrieve the bag.
All right. As you reach out to touch the bag, you put your hands on it, and nothing happens.
Good. I'm gonna do. Can I do a knowledge arcana on the bag itself? To see what this is, what it does.
A
Yeah.
check?
junk.
Sort of,
Yeah.
Yup.
That's junk.
You can try.
Okay. Will my character sheet bills. So that's a modified 20.
It is definitely a magic bag. As you kind of kind of get your feel for it and look around on the runes, they don't seem to hold still for you real well. You catch a few of them that kind of seem similar to the writings that you would do for a bag of holding.
Okay.
But then there's lots of other smaller ones. You've got the big ones that look like bag of holding runes, and then it's like they're behind it. Behind that are wheels and turnings and
Oh my
motion
gosh,
of
this bag
different
holds the
smaller
universes.
runes. Different smaller runes.
All right.
The bag of holding the multiverse.
I can just see Cooch over there in the other room just wrecking up my shop.
Do you perhaps deal in taffies?
Yeah, there's taffy in there.
As if it wasn't stretched recently, considering you were closed, I could maybe fashion it into some sort of hardened mechanism, lower myself down to retrieve the squirrel.
Well, I was going to use knowledge engineering quickly to see if I can use the spider sacks.
Oh, I still have some money. I could always buy rope too, because we are still in town.
The only reason
You
I
are
was
still in
suggesting
town.
spiders- Pardon?
We are
You
technically
are still in town.
so I could
Do
just
you
go
want
buy
to take
rope.
the time to go and get that, assuming that there's food that's slowly degrading in there?
Do you have any
Probably
damn
not.
rope here, Gaston? I've been ransacking your front of shop. I would know if you had any rope.
I didn't buy any rope, but
No, I mean in your shop. I'm sure you didn't buy any of these sweet confectionaries either.
well, no, I
Something's got to be holding up those curtains.
don't sell rope. Yeah, but those are like curtain rods, not rope.
I'll tile the curtain. Lower
I'm
myself
a businessman, not a hobo.
It's my save to not turn into a delicious candy Lucci.
18 engineering to use the sacks to lift it out. I was planning on using 3.
Someone who is familiar with the density of confectionery goods would remember that flesh to stone would be problematic. However, flesh to crystallized sugar is not nearly as heavy. So,
and that's the reason I'm wanting to do the 3 is because it should distribute the weight so it doesn't break as easily.
Then you're not crashing PB up against the sides of the pit there.
You've got a delicious candy squirrel now. What are you going to do?
he's level 8. He can pay for restoration.
Or eat it.
Is that a lesser or a greater restoration?
Huh?
It basically functions like flesh to stones. So
Yeah, stone to flesh is probably cheaper though.
A guard pokes
Yeah,
his
but
head
where
in
you
the
going-
door.
where are
Like,
you
"What
going to
guys
get-"
doing?" And I'm like, "You're closed."
where are you going to get the spell rock candy to flesh?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
All right. So we do
All right.
that to get the thing out.
Okay.
Okay. He is
We'll go
planning
ahead
on
and-
he is planning on negotiating the return of the bag for the restoration of PB.
Oh, is he? That's funny.
Right?
All right. That's very funny. Okay. So to speed things along a little bit, because we're overtime, you guys are able to get PB out, and with a little bit of teamwork, each of you guys working on that. Still kind of steam that you didn't kill the bad guy.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying, guys. I'm
we-
just
How
saying.
is that, you damn...
Far better to let the bad guys survive, first of all, so he can slink away going, "I'll get you next time." And also, how am I ever going to beat
Next time, Batman.
the competition if he's dead?
Well, I would also
I know.
like to add that I didn't actually do anything wrong.
I look as
Well, that's not accurate.
Well, I stole
I would-
something, but then you guys broke into my house and tried to beat me to death.
I look especially hard for any medals. Is there any medals or anything? Do you have a home that I can break into now?
There's some
Is it
copper
upstairs?
pots.
No,
Some
he's
nice
been
copper-
living in this cave.
You guys can come back and raid the place anyway. We're finishing up here, people. Come on. All right. So you guys are able to effectively get people back. You get back, and as if knowing that you were done, the man that hired you is sitting basically at the step, coming down the steps from the guild hall again, and he's looking back at the guild master and saying, "Oh yes, they're here now." And the guild master looks, "Oh, I guess so," he says, and the halfling, and goes back in. And he meets you there. See that there's a wagon sitting there waiting on him. So, you were able to fulfill your contract?
What do you say?
So, you were able to fulfill your contract?
Kinda.
Well, yeah, man, like, we got it here.
Now, Slyde says you could have done this yourself. Slyde says you're some powerful wizard. So if you could have done that, how come you take us and manipulate us into this situation,
He did the best
get PB
chef
turned into stone, or rock candy, or whatever she is now,
and the team.
and he just sort of trails off.
He's crying. There are tears.
So he simply holds out his hand for
Big
the bag
snotty
and
man
says,
tears.
and says, I don't see a rock candy gnome or a rock candy squirrel.
What did he say?
He doesn't.
I don't see a rock candy squirrel.
I mean, we brought PB with us, right?
Yeah. So you turn
What
around
do
to
you
look
mean,
for PB?
rock candy. There's no rock candy squirrel. She's right there.
Yeah, PB's right there. She's fine.
PB! He's gonna run and give her a hug and open up, then give her the rest of his cookies.
We should talk, man. You got some crazy shit.
You have no idea. But first, the bag, please.
Oh, what the hell, here?
So he takes the bag, and he looks back towards the wagon and says, Johnson, they retrieved your bag. And coming down, getting out of the wagon, you see this old-looking elf. I mean, really old-looking elf. An elf so old that he has a long beard. And elves don't grow beards. And he goes, oh, goodness, oh, give me the bag. Oh, the stuff in there is important, he says, snatching it out. Oh goodness. Oh, here's my bag. There we go. Here. Oh, well, thank you, boys. Thank you, he says, shaking your hands really vigorously. And he leans down to PB and shakes her paw really vigorously. Thank you, PB. Thank you. Does it right? Does it right? He says, looking at the man. He says, yeah.
Just no idea what it is, man. But the dragon was after it.
A dragon? No.
Small blue one.
A blue one?
Yeah.
Was it an old one?
No, yeah, it's small.
He was the greatest chef I have ever known.
Chef?
What did you
Well,
say?
Dad, now, what kind of dragon wanders around acting like a chef?
What kind of dragon wanders around looking like a crotchety old moron?
Hey, no spoilers. They've never met Johnson. So,
For shits and giggles, I'm nomming on nougat.
you're nomming on nougat on him?
Your eyes just roll up into your head again.
You nom on a nougat from him? On Johnson?
Sure.
As you do, he kind of stops. Looks around. And looks up at you. Boy. And
It's worth a shot, man.
I know, right? You should come over with me. I've got special stuff. Oh, speaking of special
Hell yeah.
stuff, you want to see what was in the bag? You want to see what was in the bag?
Luciano has turned his back.
Sure. We were told not to look, but man, if you're gonna show us, yeah, sure, man.
Single
Oh,
tear.
you just got to know how to open it. Okay, come here. Come on close. And he kind of touches certain runes on the bag. His hands move really nimbly. It's hard to keep track. But he opens it up and he says, look at this. Opens it up. And you see Toffee's inside.
Ah! Yeah, man.
It does make sense.
Yeah, you want one?
Hell yeah.
All right.
I'll try anything once, twice, or even 3 times. So go. I'll go.
Oh, you should try my brew.
He'll take one for himself and one for PB.
Yeah, Slyde be just about
Okay.
the only one in this party that can actually drink that brew.
Yeah. So he gives all you guys one. You see him offer one to man in the robe, and he just kind of holds up his hand and no. Says, "Down we go, boys!" And he gives a quick shiver as he eats it. You guys gonna eat yours?
With
Oh yeah, he's handing one to PB first, though.
Hell yeah, I'm eating it.
twinkling, teary eyes staring up at the sky, Luciano goes, I don't like sweets. I don't like sweets.
All right. So, the two that eat,
3.
make me a will save and a fortitude save.
Oh boy.
Is this the
What did you
brew
say
but in
first,
candy
please?
form?
Whoa, BB's got some crazy fortitude going here.
So for me, that would be for Fort, that's a 25. And for Will, it was a natural 20.
Okay. So anyone with over 20 on their fort save is not immediately inebriated from his rum toffee. And
Candy bites.
anyone with over a 20 will save does not suffer from the effects of a random magic happening.
Wait, anyone with
So-
over 20 will save?
Yes.
Okay, well,
So your
Neither.
squirrel is now a human form of herself for an hour. You are
humanoid
now
animal.
no
There-
a
there's-
human, not a
there's-
humanoid animal.
So that, okay.
Long enough.
And
Ugh.
you are, let me see.
A squirrel?
No. You
We already did that.
are yeah, a floating squirrel.
Ah,
That happened to one of the players before.
Here's something I think
You-
you'll really enjoy.
You did that voice the entire time? Please tell me yes.
I did do a Rocky voice. At least once or twice.
Mostly on paper, boy.
Yeah, and Mr. Yumyums, you turn into, well, it's basically, you are a buggle, or not buggle, you're the toad one. You turn into the toad race.
Gripply.
So, no, not the Grippleys,
Oh,
The-
Bullywog.
bullywog, yeah.
Bollywog. You turn into a Bollywog, but you are a small Bollywog.
The Gripply Wog.
Luciano,
Oh, look at that! You want another one?
only now does he turn around. Nothing to say. No reaction, just surprise.
Okie dokie.
Say, you gotta teach me how to make some of these. He says, hopping.
Oh, you guys want to be my apprentices?
If you got shit like this, hell yeah.
Don't do it. I'm telling you now, it's a bad idea.
Pastry, chef? No, thank you. I've got better things to do. Let's go away.
Oh, but boy, you ain't even tasted my brew.
What kind of brew?
A savory one. The savoriest
My-
brew that ever was.
The best magical brew you can get. I knows it. I've been doing
Steak dinner in a
it
glass.
for years. All right. And just as you guys get ready to, oh, well, yeah. The gentleman steps forward again and says, I might have need of them first. And he says, you see this little string with this small pointed stone on it? He hands it over to Luciano and says, as he gives it to him, hold it up. Think of your nemesis, and you will find him.
I'm not your nemesis.
I hold it up. And I think real hard about Gaston.
It points towards the west.
Oh, you're in a
And
big trouble now, Gaston.
And that's where we'll end this one.
That was fun.
Come on.
I'm glad everybody liked it.
We're not nemesis. I'm just a better cook than you.
Just go really close. Right, room.
All right.
I hope
Well,
I hope everyone enjoyed that encounter.
This is crazy fun.
Most of the stat adjustments I made, barring Gaston's stat block, were done like maybe 10, 20 minutes before we started.
Impressive, man.
I'm sorry for making it far too short with too many bombs.
Yeah, I didn't want to Nova on you guys because I didn't know how much health you had,
Not that much.
which was why I didn't just turn around and do it right back.
Man,
Yeah,
that
see.
was,
That's what I have learned. Don't take it easy on them. They will floor with you.
But
No.
yeah, he had a couple different bombs I could have used. The normal fire bombs were just experimental prototype ever hot pies. Pies that are always the perfect temperature, but they're prototypes because they're a little too hot.
Just burn your tongue.
And the other was a concussive bomb that does sonic damage that I had labeled as Pop Rocks and Coke.
That's pretty good, man.
Okay.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that the viewers enjoyed as well, these travelers that came back to the Interplanar Crossroads. Thank you all very much for coming in. And we hope you up again if you want to see some more D&D/Pathfinder/ possible Starfinder or other games action. And we will hopefully see you next time, next Tuesday. We will be streaming live on Twitch next Tuesday, so it'll be a lot easier to get a hold of us. But for now, we thank you, and we say have a great day. Oh, look us up on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our actual website. So
and
the actual
check out-
website is Interplanar Crossroads.
Check out Black Dragon Gaming. Is that what it's called? That's
Yes.
what it's called, right?
Black Dragon Gaming. He's been doing some cool videos too. So you can see those. We've been sharing them on our Facebook. We've been letting them share them on our Facebook group. So check those out. So we have that. We have us on Facebook at Interplanar Crossroads. We have us interplanarcrossroads.com. We have the IOPC on Twitter, and we have the IOPC on Twitch as well. So you can find us on all those different things. That's what we've got for today. As always, we wish you the best. And farewell, travelers.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye. Have a great time.